Okay, so I'm not going to apologize for the other video where I talk about Christy because I know somebody, oh my God, you have no heart. You're so cruel. And you expect sympathy. Hey, listen, I made very clear with her disease, I have all the sympathy. If she does a GoFundMe or is asking for money, I will promote that. I hope she gets well. She's not asking for money at this point, by the way. Be very clear. So I hope her and her family, I'm not wishing any harm to her at all. I don't think she's good. But I really bear her no ill will at a serious level. I mean, I do a little bit as a job professional. I'm like barely hanging in there. So that part, which I will treat very quickly, because we'll get to Aaron. We'll get to the juicy good stuff. So there was this time. By the way, I think this film is very trashy and garbage. That's not the issue. So they're reviewing that moronic Infinity War nonsense, and I remember this so clearly, like so clearly. She was on What the Flick, which is funded by the Young Turks. And let me be very clear. I used to be a big fan of the Young Turks. A big fan. A massive fan of the Young Turks. Because my politics are probably between liberal and leftist, somewhere in there. I am very conservative on many particular issues, or even reactionary. But I'd have to say overall, if you ask me on a given day, I'm probably more liberal and left. Like, so you ask me, what do you think about them gays and trans? And I'm like, I don't think about the gays and trans. I think about the gay and trans when I read books on queer studies or queer cinema. I have a professional interest in that. But if you say, what do you think about all them gays and trans in the schools? And I'm like, I don't think about the gays and trans in school unless I'm doing a research project about, gays and trans in the schools. So, what do you think about Rachel Zegler and she's Hispanic and she's Snow White? I don't think about that stuff because I don't really care. Do I sometimes care? Sure. Depends on the topic. So that's my basic attitude. Anyway, I just want to get the politics out of the way. So I'm not a big fan of Infinity War because Thanos in the comics is way better. Read the comics. With the case with most of the MCU, read the comics. The movies are not that good. Anyway, she's reviewing Infinity War. This is her criticism. Guys, I don't know. It was just so much. It was just so much. It was just so many characters. I couldn't keep up. And so I was like, I wanted to like it, but I don't think it's as good as people say it is. So we agree it's not that good. But her reason is, oh my God, all these comics and comic characters. I don't know. I couldn't keep up. I don't understand it. You not keeping up with a film having many characters is your problem. This is your job, stupid. It's your job. I kept up just fine. I know the vast majority of these characters, and I'll be very honest, really honest. I was very confused with Guardians of the Galaxy for a long time. It's like, because I know the Guardians from the 1990s. So I'm like, wait, that's not Drax. I don't think they totally changed the Guardians of the Galaxy in the late 90s, early 2000s. So anyway, so even these characters I was not technically familiar with, like Drax, it's confusing. Drax was a character in the 1990s. They changed him, so they radically changed his appearance. The whole thing, it's really weird. Anyway, even with these new characters, even that I was not totally familiar with, I kept up just fine. Now, the Young Turks fired her ass because they wanted to save money. So it's just fake cringe all along. Fake cringe, fake progressives. I'm no longer a big fan of the Young Turks. They're really a bunch of grifters. But hey, it's a hustle. That brings us to the Church of Uranus. So let me give the immediate context for people who don't know. So recently, like last week, I'm pretty sure, Aaron threatened to sue Nora, a past friend. This week, in Scientology, anti-Scientology, there was a critical council meeting in the town Aaron resides in. Did Aaron show up for the meeting? No. Did he do a video trying to cash out on it? Yes. So I'll have to give Christy this. Is she lazy? Yes. Is she stupid? Yes. Is she barely functional as a journalist? Absolutely. For being fair, I don't think she's ever knowingly lied or misrepresented things in print or her film reviews. She's getting things wrong all the time, but I have to say those are honest mistakes. However, I don't think she's even a good critic because she doesn't even try. She brags how much she doesn't know about comics. She doesn't really know comic book culture. She brags, the MCU, guys, I really don't know. I really don't care. It's your job. You have to at least try to do some research here. But anyway, I've never knowingly thought for once she's actively deceiving me. This is her honest opinion. It's bad. It's stupid. It misrepresents things. It's getting things all wrong. It's misinformation. But I don't think she ever intentionally lied to me. She's just stupid. She just doesn't care. She's even hostile. She even admits it, saying, oh my god, these superheroes. Oh my god, I'm tired." And she defends Madame Web. Yeah, she thought Madame Web. It's actually kind of nice, guys. It's fun. Oh, but a male superhero, male super villain film? Yeah. Oh, God. Guys, another one? I'm so tired. Oh my God, I'm getting tired. I'm even getting tired of the super heroes with the women's too. Oh, but I like Madame Web. So she's radically inconsistent, just radically stupid. Aaron intentionally lies to us. Aaron intentionally deceives us. He does it so much, it's like breathing air at this point. So I only watched snatches of him, so I want to be fair to him. So he had on this psychologist. He's a man, by the way, a white man, from what I can tell. So he has Jordan on. Wait for this. Because I'm like, wait, why is he putting. Oh, now it's coming together. He did another video about anti-Scientology in Michigan. Where do you think Jordan's from? You guessed it. You guessed it. So Jordan wants to jump on the money train. They're like, I read about Elron. I don't like him. So I hate Hubbard. And Aaron's probably like, yes, delicious. Come on here. We'll hate Hubbard together. So this thing's like 2.5 hours. Now, see, this is where Aaron is really tricky because he knows he's not going to make a lot of money from it. Like, even for him, 10,000 views, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of views. So this is what he does. He puts out the occasional okay video. Say, I'm not a grifter. Guys, I did a 2-hour conversation with a psychologist. He's not a psychologist. What he does, he has a degree in psychology. He has done classes on psychology. He has a psychology background. He does have real credentials. I looked him up. But it's not really proper to say he's a psychologist. You have to put a lot of qualification or put it in the title saying, well, he's more like he has psychology research in his background. So do I. And he's a serious guy. He has a degree. That's legit. But he's not really a full-blown like PhD psychologist as far as I can tell. He's certainly no world-renowned expert on these. By the way, they got to this saying, yeah, did you even look at Dish? And it's like, no, I didn't look at that. And he barely knows anything about Scientology. So it's like, what's the point of this conversation? I think it's like, oh, I see what Aaron is doing. I see. And I predicted this in a video, by the way. I predicted this. See, Aaron has alienated so many of his friends, even his family, with his scandals, his money scandals, his sex scandals, his lying scandals, his charity scandals. The guy is a walking meme at this point. The amount of lies, slander, insults, the guy just brings scandals with him. Every 2 months, a new scandal. So he's lost a few people on his charity board. I'm putting charity board in quotation marks. This is not a serious charity. It's down to 4 people. 4 people. This is not a, quote, small charity. He brags about this. It has $70,000 in the bank. For a charity of that size, it should have a normal 6 to 7 members. It doesn't, as far as I know, even have an official lawyer. From what I understand of the law, you need to have an actual official legal representation. He doesn't have that. I don't know if he's breaking the law or it's like, well, it's off. Why would you not have a lawyer? Believe me, you need one. So this thing's just a mess. So one of the people who left, ironically, is a lawyer. It's Zach. Here's the thing. Zach is a real lawyer. However, I think his thing is like airports. Now, that's fine. So he came out and usually did the Danny Masterson videos, giving advice on how criminal cases work, civil cases work. He's not technically qualified. However, he is a lawyer, has practiced. He's a smart guy. He just left YouTube. He just up and left. Now, people are saying it's because of family troubles, but he also left the board. I can understand, okay, you can't do the YouTube channel. Why did he leave the board? Now, here's the weird thing about the board. When you go to their profiles, you go to their YouTube pages. Okay. By the way, it's gotten so weird. I think maybe they rectified this. If you go to Natalie's profile, it doesn't go anywhere. So it's just weird. It's just, I guess the charity is to promote his YouTube career, and his YouTube career is to promote his charity. He's complaining to YouTube. YouTube, I put in that I'm a charitus. Where's my validation? I want my free money now. So we'll always be debating if Aaron is a complete grifter. Is he 100% just in it for the money and the fame and the power? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think the evidence leans us probably that's what he's here for. So I'm guessing he's being friendly with Jordan. I don't think he's going to be on the board, by the way. I don't predict that, but I'm guessing they're going to be more and more friendly. He's going to come back and say, "Hey, Jordan. Hey, Adams. How are you? I'm doing fine." He's trying to rebuild his credibility because it's like in the doghouse. His numbers are really low. They're really low. They're still relatively high given all the scandals, but basically the Jenna effect is wearing off. So after he reunited with Jenna, oh, remember, guys, that was never a public relationship. Guys, I never acknowledged publicly. Guys, I don't understand this. How do you even know me and Jenna are together? I don't understand. Really? You were on the couch together. You were holding hands. You have tons of videos where you're face to face. She's literally 2 inches from you smiling with sunglasses. Is that how you do that with female friends? Or platonic friendships? What the hell are you talking about? You invite female friends to your home where your wife is and your kids are and say, "Hey guys, yeah, she's going to stick around. We're going to have sex. We're not a couple." Because Aaron is still married. And I'm not going to apologize for his female apologist either. Like Rabbit, and I'll be fair, it's not Rabbit. But in her comment section, people are saying like, "Guys, it's okay. He's separated." He's not separated. There are people out there spreading false information that Aaron is separated. Oh my God, what are you complaining about? He's not separated. And to be fair, at the time of this recording, as far as I know, he's not. Maybe when this is uploaded, he's finally separated. But for years and years, he's had multiple girlfriends. By the way, he cheated on the girlfriend he was cheating his wife with. He's cheating on the people he's cheating with. Jenna even put out a video. He cheated on me. His mistress put out a video saying, "Aaron cheated on me. This is unbelievable. He's a charity president. This is very unprofessional." And then she took away those videos. This whole thing is an insane mess. So now he's lost a lot of allies and friends. So he's trying to rebuild his corporation and his new cult. And Jordan is here for it, saying, guys, I want money. He's not qualified to speak on Scientology or anti-Scientology. I don't think he's even much of a good psychologist, but it's like, hey, Nora, this is how you do things, okay? We had a crisis in Clearwater. Council had a crisis. You know what I did, Nora? Nothing. Nora, Zero Dark Nora, this is how you should do anti-Scientology, okay? I did a video on Michigan, not Clearwater. Because that makes a whole lot of sense. And then you know what I did, Nora? I brought in a psychologist who's not really a psychologist, doesn't really even know Dianetics or Hubbard, and we talked about Hubbard and Dianetics. That's what we did. Nora. This is how you do anti-Scientology, Nora. I put out garbage videos about nothing. Right. Now, Aaron does do a few good videos. People are saying he doesn't do any good videos. I would say, and I don't want to say this because he's made money from these videos, some of his Ashton videos were good. They did give me information I didn't know. So, if we had to say tomorrow, okay, let's destroy his channel, get rid of him, kick him off YouTube. Like, frankly, go after his sponsors. Like, just get rid of this guy. This guy's a monster. He's just an unbearable mess. Are there any videos we should preserve? I'd have to say about 4 or 5 of the Ashton videos we should probably keep. That's about it. He's been on YouTube. He brags, "I've been here 8 years. I've done over 2,300 videos." Aaron, you've literally made only 3 good videos for the cause of anti-Scientology. The vast majority of it is self-promotion and your cringe Church of Uranus cult. And the thing people defend him, don't you know he's helping the Danny Master victims? Oh, you mean Pixlr? You mean Pixlr who's covering up his crimes? You mean Pixlr? Oh, and Aaron's doing the same thing, because Bixler has a very mixed record. She's got her own problems. You mean Bixler, who's in it for the money? You know Bixler, who's ignoring tons of crimes against women. Crimes against women, she doesn't care. She only cares if she promotes herself. And Aaron's here for that too. So it's just a goddamn complete mess. But I do feel sorry for Christy. Go to her channel. I wish her well, but she's not a good critic. But at least I think she's not a good critic, but she's trying to be honest. Trying. She fails, but she tried. Aaron isn't even at the basics. I have hope for him, but try harder, Aaron.